Hello, Hassle Free family. It's Diana back with you today. I'm so happy to be here with you. I hope you all had a great holiday, that you were able to rest and relax, and that you've actually been enjoying Stephanie's last topic about mindset. So, we're going to continue on with that today. I know a lot of you have made some great progress, which I'm very, very excited for. And we're just going to go a step further today and talk about negative emotions. So, as you're going through positive affirmations, you might be saying, this is great. I do like this. I'm starting to feel a change. But you may actually run into some roadblocks where you feel like, you know what, though? Like, I had this experience in my past. I just, for some reason, am not able to release that and move past it. So, I'm going to give you a tool and a technique this week that will help you clear those negative emotions, those negative memories, and give you another method to move forward, laying a new pathway for those big goals, big intentions that you have for your future. So we're going to break this up. We're going to break this up into two videos. This first one today, we're going to focus on clearing those negative emotions. And in the next video, we're going to talk about laying a new pathway for those big goals you're going to want to hit this year and beyond. So the things you're going to need today are your ears. You're going to listen to me read you a script as we go through this visualization, and you're going to need your oils. So I know a lot of you in this group have your oils, which is great. Get them out. For those who don't, hit me up, send me a message, let me know that you need these oils that we're using to do this emotional clearing, and I will send you some samples in the mail, or the person who, your favorite Young Living person who might have added you to this group, will get those samples out to you. So the ones that we're going to use from our starter kit today are lavender, frankincense, and stress away. So I'm just going to pop these right out and get them ready to go. So like I said, I'm going to read you a script. You guys are going to do some visualization, and we're going to just start clearing those negative emotions like today on this video. So in the next few minutes, that's going to start happening. I'm following a technique called the Aroma Freedom Technique. If you haven't picked up this book, it's really great. And actually, my friend Jana, who's in this group, lent this book to me, and I just soak it up. It's so good. My husband and I are using it to clear some roadblocks in our life, and I think it's just going to be really great for us here in 2021. So let's talk about clearing negative emotions. Since memories and the meaning we create from them are stored in our mental filing system, they can be reviewed and our response to them can be changed in some important ways. So, the first step in the memory release technique is to pull together all the aspects of the memory complex. This consists of 5 steps. The 5 steps are: number 1, the image or snapshot of what happened. Number 2, the feeling it creates when you picture it, like do you feel it somewhere in your body? Where you feel it in your body. So recognize where that happens. Is it your heart? Is it your stomach? Is it your shoulders? Is it your head? Number 4, the negative thought accompanying that image. So does that image make you think something negative about yourself or about the world? Number 5, any other specific details that you can connect with that image. So they give an example in this book. It's called Your House is on Fire. So going through those 5 steps, they'll just give you an example of what that will look like. So the image is your house burning. The feeling is terror. The body is your heart racing and your palms are sweating. So that physical response. The thought, I'm losing everything. And the details, the smell of the smoke and the feeling of the heat. So identify somewhere in your mind that you have a negative memory that you want to clear, something that causes you roadblocks in your life, and write out these 5 things. So I'll repeat them for you so you can go back and write them. Number 1, the image or snapshot of what happened. 2, the feeling it creates when you picture it. 3, where you feel it in your body. 4, the negative thought accompanying the image. And 5, any other specific details that connect with that image. So now that you have those 5 things written down, I'm going to take you through this script, and all you have to do is close your eyes and listen and follow along to what I'm saying. Step 1, releasing the initial memory with the memory release essential oil mixture. So this mixture is going to be stress away, lavender, and frankincense. Close your eyes and picture the upsetting memory. As you picture it, get a snapshot that captures the essence of your memory. Usually a picture will automatically pop into your mind right away. As you look at this picture, notice what you feel. Find a word that captures this feeling, such as sad, terrified, nervous, confused. Give it a number from 0 to 10 that represents how intense that negative feeling is, with 0 being no charge at all and 10 being the most intense possible. Now notice where you feel this in your body. It could be your head, your chest, belly, or somewhere else. Focus on the feeling and allow it to grow in intensity. Identify the negative thought that accompanies the image. Finally, see if there are any other details of the memory that jump out at you. Now, when you have all of this pulled up, put a few drops of the memory release essential oil mixture in your palms and slowly bring them up to your nose. As you smell the oil, imagine that you are breathing the scent of the oil into the image, into the feeling, and into the part of your body where you feel that feeling. Do this for a minute or two. Notice what happens to the image. Does it blur, move, or change? Notice what happens to the feeling. Is it starting to change for you? Keep taking those deep breaths. What happens to your breathing? Is it getting deeper, slower, faster? If the negative feeling intensifies, don't worry, just stay with the process. Ride the wave of emotion and don't fight it. Keep breathing the oil, and soon the image will begin to fade. It will begin to shift in intensity. It will begin to feel farther away and change into another memory. Keep breathing the oil until you feel the process has completed or has gone as far as it will at this time. Whatever happens is fine. Don't judge your work. You might find that the initial feeling is gone, but there's another feeling that has taken its place. That is okay. Just notice what is there now. When you feel complete, you can open your eyes. Now think back to that original image and notice what you feel. Give it a number from 0 to 10 in this new moment, ranking the intensity of the feeling you get when you picture that image now. Many times that intensity will drop 3 to 6 points or even more after the first round of processing. If it has not gone down to 0 or 1, then you can repeat that same process. Just rewind this video, listen to it again, and do that visualization one more time. Keep going until you have reached a 0 or a 1, or until you do it several times and it doesn't change anymore. Then you're ready for step 2 of this process. Step 2 is supporting integration with the Inner Child Essential Oil Blend. Now, that's the blend that they recommend in this book, and I would say that not a lot of people might have the Inner Child Blend, and that's totally fine. We can replace it with another oil. I would recommend using Valor from your starter kit if you don't have Inner Child. So go ahead and pull that purple bottle out of your starter kit. So after processing upsetting memories, it's helpful to go back and reconnect with our inner core. We can do this by remembering pleasant childhood memories and returning to that feeling of innocence, purity, and possibility. To do this, put a drop of Inner Child or Valor essential oil blend in your palms and rub them together. Then put one palm to your nose and the other palm over your navel. Breathe the oil in and picture a pleasant childhood memory. Let the aroma and the image transport you back to the experience and allow yourself to feel nurtured and whole. If you're having trouble accessing a positive memory, simply go back to a time you wish was positive and imagine the event the way you wish it had been. The unconscious mind reacts powerfully to our imagination, and you may even feel the memory shifting in a positive direction simply by mentally picturing what is missing as you smell this powerful oil. Continue to hold your hands in the same position for a minute or two, smelling the oil from one hand or holding the other hand over your navel, and notice what occurs. People will feel a spontaneous shift in their mood and feel very comforted. So now that brings us to step 3, creating a future focus with Believe essential oil. And if you don't have Believe, this is one, believe me, that you need to get. This is one of my absolute favorite oils from Young Living. It has helped me so much in my life. I think everyone needs to have this in their stash. So jump online, order Believe Essential Oil. If you don't have it right now and you want to continue on with this video, which I think is a great idea, let's go ahead and pick something that's going to be uplifting and fortifying. So I'm going to say, let's use Peace and Calming. And if you're not a fan of Peace and Calming, then I'm going to suggest Citrus Fresh. So go ahead and grab the next oil that you're going to need for step 3. Here we go with step 3. After you have let go of the upsetting image and reconnected with your core self, it's important to anchor positive and strong images moving forward in a new way. This is the process of bringing your best self to life. Take a drop of Believe essential oil, or Peace and Calming, or Citrus Fresh. Rub it in your hands. Smell the oil as you picture an image that represents strength to you. This will be a very personal image, but could be something like a strong tree, a mountain, a beloved parent, or admired teacher, or a place in nature that feels sacred. Breathe that image in and feel yourself becoming one with that image. Take the strength and confidence related to that image and breathe it into yourself. Alternatively, if there is an oil that you love deeply, breathe that oil in and picture the plant from which it came. For instance, if you love rose oil, breathe the rose oil in and picture yourself surrounded by roses, holding a bouquet of roses, taking on the quality of rose. Is it beauty? Is it love? Is it sweetness to you? Or if you love a tree oil such as Idaho blue spruce, breathe that oil in and imagine yourself in a virgin forest surrounded by the smell and majesty of the trees, with all the qualities of strength, power, and humility that the tree represents. Once you have done all 3 steps in this process, notice how you feel. Notice your attitude towards the original image, as well as how you now feel about yourself in the world. There is usually a profound change and a renewed feeling of being able to go back on with living in a more open and free way. Most people do feel improvement right away with this, but stick with it if the memories are still impacting you negatively. There sometimes needs to be an integration period as you become used to the changes that are occurring before another layer of the incidents are ready for processing. Although this technique can be done alone, many people find it helpful to have a friend sit with them as they process the memories. And of course, do not hesitate to contact a mental health professional for help with these memories if you're having difficulty. You can also give them a copy of this book so they'll understand the technique that you're trying to use. And once again, it's called the Aroma Freedom Technique, Dr. Benjamin Burkus. They may even be able to help you with this technique during your session. So I hope that was good for you. Did you notice some shifts? Pop down into the comments and tell me if you noticed anything that you want to share. And if you don't want to share, it's totally fine. I know this is a very, very personal experience, a very personal journey. So join me back for the next video where we're going to talk about part 2, the Aroma Freedom Technique. It's going to be 12 steps where we lay out a plan using aromas and oils to forge a new path for new intentions, new goals, new heights to be set in the future. So have a great day, and I will see you back in the next video.